So now, Ravi, so can you please let me know from the further here? Now, what are the other phases we do have it, and what we will be do and who will be doing it?
Okay, next comes after the analysis and the feasibility study comes the design and development. This is exactly where you would start involving multiple roles, starting from designers, developers, people part of the architecture phase who represent the extended development organization, even business analysts who can give a perception on how business needs to be aligned with the technology, and also the project management guys. And this is where actually you end up seeing a flavor of design and also development kickstarts. So in case of an user interface design or a kind of a technical design has to be created, they create that. So it's more like a system architecture diagrams or even a documentation which more looks like an application architecture which overarches the entire schema of things gets created here. So I would put it this way: this is exactly where the runway for the development and testing gets created, and from there on, the actual construction phase or the development would kickstart.
Excellent, excellent. So this is like for I'll give you a small example, guys. Now you're going to build a house. Directly go and keep the bricks and then build it. What you will do first, you will prepare a blueprint of your house. Exactly right. So now in the blueprint, what I'll try to do, oh, I need my master bedroom here. I need my puja room here. I need to have my first floor like this. I need to have my gym room here. So you'll create the master print, right? Blueprint. And once you created your blueprint, according to that blueprint, you will go ahead in constructing that particular house. Similar way, now here we will be creating two documents. This is the most important documents, which is low level design, high level design. So now in the low level design, so we will get into the details like, okay, I need to start it from here. So now, as Ravi said, rightly said, like we have UI layer means how UI look, it should look like, what are the colors I need to use, what is the font I need to use it, and how the design would be. So this will be taken care by designers. And the architecture means how the frameworks it should be there, and how these things should be interacted to the back end and to the front end. So how it should interact with the mobile. So for this one, we will be having the architects will be there. So the development architects and the test architects, they will sit together and they'll discuss. And the test architects will do that. Okay, now you're giving this architecture. How I need to test this one, and what are the possible testings it was required for this one, and how which one I is to start, which one I need to stop, and which when I need to do the testing and when I need to stop the testing. So all those things will be planning in this particular designing phase. So this is like a before starting, as Ravi rightly said, it's a runway for your project. So you're creating everything, get ready, and according to this particular plan of action, you're going to implement the things. So that is what our design phase. So now here we will be having all your managers, tech leads, architects, and everyone will be, even the client also will be part of this one. Okay, yes. Now next what? So yeah, Anjum, you wanted to take it up for the next phase?
Yes.
What are the next phases? Yeah,
Coding, after the three phases, coding will come. In that coding, the developers will develop the project
yeah.
by writing the code.
Excellent. So now this is the main. So now we get into the action. Now the live started. So based upon, see, now we have means we have written a blueprint. So now the blueprint is, everything is ready. Now I need to implement it. So consider this one, like for an example, you have a one ground of land. You wanted to construct a house. So first you will give that particular requirements to an architect. So boss, I need a three floor, and then I need a car parking. You given the requirements, and that particular architect guy, he will analyze that particular thing, and he will make that particular design. Okay, so that's a blueprint. So in the blueprint we'll have this master bedrooms, car parking, swimming pool, and all the things. And in the coding phase, we are talking it as implementation. The same way he will start building that particular constructions. We'll have all mestries and all the people will come and then they will construct that particular buildings and all the things. So those things is called, means now the implementation part is called coding. So here they can use different programming languages to build that: PHP, Java, Python, whatever the language they wanted. They can use that particular thing, and they can use cement bricks and normal bricks, or now big blocks. So like that, they can use it and then they can construct it. Now, once after constructing this one, now what is the next phase, Ashwini? So now they have,
Testing.
so that it comes for the testing phase. In the testing phase, what we'll do, we will go and we will see whether this guy is constructing properly or not, whether he was putting right tiles or not. What is my expectation? So I asked him to keep the master room here, whether he kept it or not. I kept in the swimming pool in the top of the floor. So whether my swimming pool is there or not, whether he's keeping the tiles or not, whether he was watering or not. You'll be checking that one, right? You will be visiting and they'll be
Yeah.
using it. Some other testers also will be there, whoever the constructor engineer, he will check whether all these masonries are working properly or not. So that inspection of that particular, that particular job is called testing. And here the participants are the testing teams. And here they will see whether all the things are properly developed or not, and if there is any deviation from the expectations, so whether the project is going smooth or not. So all those things will be taken care by the testing team. So if you see here, this is the birthplace for the testing. So this is where we do have the STLC. So till here, so now this is the normal phases, right? In once the STLC form, so these are the different phases. So once after this particular testing phases, then we will go for the development, sorry, deployment. So actually this is, we will be calling it as means hand overing this one to the respective people. We constructed the complete building and then we will hand over it to you, ma'am. And whenever you wanted, we'll come and do the maintenance for you. So that particular maintenance part will be taken care in this particular aspect. Any questions over here? Are we clear what are the SDLC phases and who will be taking care this particular deployment? As the we will be having previously SCM teams, means configuration management teams and others, but nowadays it's a great buzzword, DevOps. The DevOps will team will be taking complete the release management, and then infrastructure changes, change management, and everything will be taken care by the DevOps. So like this, we do have different SDLC phases available, and in each phase, you should know who will be doing and what we will be doing and what is the outcomes of this particular phases. So that is what this particular diagram represents. And here, where exactly the testing was born, so that information will be getting over here. Okay, so now let's jump for the different types of SDLC models now. So, okay, before you're going to this one, any questions around this? Are we clear? Team. So all seven, any
Yeah, yeah.
questions?
No.
Cool, fine.
No.
So now let's jump into the next topic. Different